it's Friday. It's Friday here. That's all I know. Hello, Chatterbox friends. You guys have just been having the best time chair dancing, having some fun together. I love that so very much. Mr. Producer's over there with his microphone and his headphones and his multi-monitoring. And I don't even know what all he has. And Desiree is waiting for us to stop talking and start crafting with her. So I am Mary Gunn. Oh wait, it's the wrong side. Of Mary Gunn Fun. This is Craft Roulette. I am the intrepid host of Craft Roulette. Proud to say, for 4 years now. Yay! Congratulations, you guys, and us all for having been here almost every Friday night for 4 years. What is Craft Roulette, you say? Well, in a nutshell, I'm so glad you asked. We are the original ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are live almost every Friday night. Oh my gosh, I think we missed the Christmas Eve week, and we missed one, I think. Other than that, we have been here, so that's almost. I can't say every, though. But I do know that we always leave a seat for you guys, because we just love having you at our craft table with us. But I also hear we have some husbands that watch, and some other folks that join us on the Friday night show. Thank you guys for being here with us. We appreciate you very much. And I know that you guys are giving input too on the cards. This week I even heard that Crafty Tafty does a little voting with her son and his friends, and they decide what card that she should send in. There's so many shenanigans of going around with this show. It's just too much fun. You may have heard this is our 4th anniversary, like I was saying, and I got a card. I got to share it with you. Can I do that? All right, we'll just get right to the show in just a second here. But I wanted to share this card with everybody. I don't know who got in here to my craft room and stuck this on here. Who do you suppose it could be from? Well, we'll just all find out together. Dear Mr. Producer and Mary, congratulations on your 4th anniversary of your original ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, Craft Roulette. Sincerely, your staff. It's our staff. Who's our staff? Mr. Mike. Thank you, Mr. Mike. Mr. Wheel. Thank you, Mr. Wheel. The Super Glue Guys and Roulette the Robot. P.S. Smudge a card, drop a stamp, spill some glitter, and give them the best show you can. That's our guys. That's what we do. Those are the things that we say right before we start the show with our guests. If I don't ask them a loaded question, which I just did ask Desiree a loaded question right like at 45 seconds. That's how we go. Hey, if you were watching the slideshow, we had a lot. We're going to hit 500 this week, I think. But who about Boomer and Kerwin? No, they aren't our staff. We are theirs. Anyway, slideshow, 449 cards. Obviously, we didn't have them all on. I'm sorry if you were looking for yours and yours wasn't on. There's just not enough time in the day to show them all on one of those slideshows, but it's just randomly chosen by our computer. Nothing about we liked or didn't like anything. We have 9 videos, though, process videos on those different cards, and we even have 6 bonus cards. I want to say congratulations to Kimberly Donarski for sending in her 100th bonus card. A bonus card is something that a patron can do. They can send in an extra card based on the same parameters, and she has sent in 100. Well done. This is also her Club 52 week, so she's having a big week right along with our 4th anniversary. 4th anniversary, we have had a big week here at Craft Roulette. Mr. Producer, have we had a big week? We have had a big week. He was not feeling well, by the way. He's feeling fine now, I think. But we had something new happen. We had we had worked with Trinity Stamps, and Tanisa, who is here, released a new line a Craft Roulette inspired line, which has been so much fun to see you guys react. And she also re-released, because you chatterbox people are influencers, you're internet influencers. She also re-released the Dust Bunnies. Yes, the Dust Bunnies are back over in the Trinity shop. I've seen a whole bunch of you have already gotten them. I think that's so fabulous. But I also want to say something about a book that she came out with last summer. Trinity Stamps came out with this cool sketchpad or sketchbook for card makers. And so I got that, and I was like, I saw that and I went, oh man, that's what I've been wanting to do for Craft Roulette. These people just have these little pieces of paper. They have their parameters on Post-its and all these different things. And so I wrote to her right away and said, hey, you want to, I have some notes that I want to do a book like that, but I have no idea how to start. And this was last summer. And she said, and I said, you want to work with us on this? And she said, yeah, let's do that. And so this week, the Craft Roulette Creative Companion is now available. Let's look at it just a minute here. It's a nifty little size. It's got 100 little pages that you have a place to put your project, notes on the parameters. You have more notes on the parameters. I've been using it since the beginning of the year. And well, I got my necklace caught in the book. There we go. And I've been using it since the beginning of the year and have already evolved into different ways of using it. So to that, we're all going to be able to find new ways to do what we want with it. And to that, so we have decided Mr. Producer would like to and arranged for a Zoom call for our patrons once a month while we get this thing started to talk about the book and how we're using it. So that will be on the third Tuesday, right after the in-review shows, just for patrons, and we're just going to talk about the book. And I'm going to write, there'll be more. But it'll be fun to see what you come up with, because you hold your root beer, you're going to come up with something. And so that's going to be an excitement that we'll get to do at least through the summer while we get this all set up. If you haven't given us, thank you, Tanisa, by the way. You're wonderful to work with.
The link is in the chat.
We do appreciate you.
Look for the link in the chat.
Look for the link in the chat. And what was that voice, by the way? Was that the voice of an angel? No, that was the voice of Mr. Producer, the man behind the curtain, who's pulling all the strings and making all the different things happen. He is the man behind the scenes, and he would like it. I bet. I'll see if he says yes. Would you like it if people give us a thumbs up? I'll take that cheering as a yes. Please give us a thumbs up of any, and subscribe if you haven't. We're kind of stuck at 10.3. It's getting boring there. And we would like to thank our spin sponsors also this week. We got to get on with the show, Miss Mary. Our spin sponsors this month are so remarkable. Bella Publishing is giving away a ticket to BellaCon 2024. That's like almost $100 prize. My Favorite Things is giving away a $50 gift certificate. We got to meet Libby. Welcome back to Libby's Friends. Glad to have you. Trinity Stamps is giving away a $30 gift certificate each week this month, and she's giving away a Dust Bunny set tonight. Whimsy Stamps is giving away a $25 gift certificate each week this month. They're great to work with. We really do appreciate each and every one of them. How do you get those prizes, you say? How do you get eligible for those prizes? You have to send in a card like those 449 people did at the beginning that you saw at the beginning of the show. We'll tell you more about that later in the show. What else do we have?
Aren't we going to give away some of the books too?
Oh, yes. We have several double things to give away. Pear Blossom Press is also giving away a $50 voucher just for our anniversary, and we are going to give away 2 of these books to a lucky ducky that sent in a card last week.
And some other people too, right?
We did. We notified 10 of our friends that they will be getting a copy of that book. Everybody, don't leave now and check and see if your email. But because I think I've heard from almost everybody. But anyway, we do have some leaders in the group and some helpers behind the scene.
They're for our 200 club.
Oh, I forgot about this part.
Yeah, because people were asking, what are we going to do for our 200 club? We have a stamp set for our 100 club. That's what I was trying to get you to say.
Yeah, I forgot. I don't always read the script, right? But yes, so we have been giving away a little stamp set for our 100, when people send in 100 cards, which is a phenomenal thing. Patty Beck is our leading lady. She's at 199, and people are starting to go, well, what you going to do for 200? So we're going to stick with the 100 because there's a whole lot of people coming up in the ranks that are about to hit 100 and will be hitting 100. But right now we're not going to have a 200 club because it's getting to be quite a bit of admin.
Well, Patty's going to be in it. We're just going to send her a book, though.
Yeah, we're sending her a book. Yeah, but we're not going to send everybody a book that gets to 200. Yeah. So anyway, I'm the problem here. I am the problem because I get these little nudges and ideas and I go, oh, that would be so fun. And then like 2 months into it, I'm going, oh my gosh, this has become a lot of work. And then it's not as much fun. So I run stuff by Mr. Producer and he says, no, that's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea, Mary. Stop. But anyway, yeah, I know. It's all good. We will always have fun. Spin Sponsors, we've done that. Patrons is how we are supplied our financial help. And we do really appreciate you guys. I think you're going to enjoy having a book club call. I know that we have a lot of calls for Club Fun, and we also have one extra call for that Club Fun is on, and Fun supporters once a month as well. We just talk a lot. That's all there is to it, especially me. I did do some math. Are you ready for some math? I did some math, and one of the perks of being a patron is to have an extended submission window for each week till Thursday at midnight. Well, it is a growing number of people that are wanting to take advantage of that extra time. And so 23% of our submissions come in late or after the Sunday midnight cutoff. So I think that it used to be like 10, 15. Now it's an average of 23%. So somebody was saying, Dominic was saying in the Facebook group that he was getting slower and slower, and I'm going, but it's a growing club, man. A lot of people are getting slower and slower and enjoying that extra time. So 23%. So don't give up. Just keep sending them in. We do have some new patrons. We have Karen Horn. Interesting story that she told me. It was fun to hear from you. Kimberly Reed, Patty Okerstrom, and Sharon Fury. All new patrons just this week. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you coming along and giving us some help. We do have our merchandise, but you can't have my little robot. That was handmade by Ronnie Macias for me. Yes. Oh, look, that looks familiar, doesn't it? Looks nice. I like my white one a lot. I know we need to update that. But I do see people wearing their Craft Roulette shirts all over. I know Amanda Stevens has hers on from this morning. She was ready for the show early. And if you have a Craft Roulette merch, okay, there we go. Kathy's got hers on. You guys come prepared for the show, even wearing your clothes. I love it. You guys are the best. We also have merch. Yes, we have our own little stamp set and a die, Wheel Factory die that you can make Craft Roulette cards with, like my staff made me. Yes, this is all fun. All right, I think that's enough, don't you think? I've talked already so many words. I'm going to let somebody else talk. Let's let Desiree talk. Welcome, please, from Pennsylvania, our friend Desiree Kummerle.
Hello!
Man, she had on a purple sweatshirt. She's got purple hair, and I just don't understand it because I really think she's team orange in her heart.
No. Nope. Not at all.
Welcome back to Craft Roulette, Desiree. How are ya?
I'm doing very well. How are you? Thank you for
I'm
having
doing
me.
okay. So we're so glad you're here. It's been about a year since we saw you, a little over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there might
Yeah.
be some people here that have never met you. So if we could get just a little bird's eye view of who you are and what you do and how your crafting life started, it would be great.
Well, my name is Desiree, and I own and design my own shop, Include a Thank You, which is also my YouTube channel, where I show everything that we can do with paper. It is one of the best mediums out there, better than paint, better than markers, because we can tear it, rip it, shred it, crumple it, color it, ink it, and all of the other fun things as well. I design stamps as well. And I started on my journey, I'm going to say back in 2015. I started in paper. Prior to that, I was a quilt maker and designer, and stopped doing that because I fell in love with paper.
Well, you said markers is better than markers and paint, but those people have to have paper.
They just see,
For
that's
the most
why
part.
it's an awesome medium.
That's right. And you really can do so many things with paper.
You can.
You can build
it's endless.
structures. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's absolutely endless.
And you are a very, very precise kind of person. Quilt making, it's precision. And your stamp
Now, what's
set.
funny is my favorite quilts were paper piecing. So it was like a nice, segue into paper.
Yeah.
But yeah, now my card making is, or if I'm making a journal or an art page or anything, it's not precise. It's on the fly and just what I feel.
But you also like all that Zentangle-y stuff, and that's pretty precise, I think.
Yes, I am a certified Zentangle teacher, and that's what my stamps are based off of, Zentangle designs.
And we are going to talk some more about that when we go down to our hands so that you can see some samples of her. And I know that I have a couple right here that are just phenomenal. I've had so much fun. They're so pretty. And there's not very many of those left. So we will talk about how to get those when we get down to our hands. So, well, this is your third time here?
Yes.
And you still have a question?
Yes, I need to have a little bit more information. Exactly what is craft roulette?
See, that's that precision thing. Well, I think we better find out. Chatterbox, thank you so much for being here, Mr. Producer. I'm sorry I didn't get my lines right. Desiree, I hope I remember the rest of the night. We'll be right back after What is Craft Roulette?
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Okay, so we just had a little giggle, so let me get my composure. All right, here we go. Well, last week was great. 449. We had Libby. She was a wonderful guest. Look at you guys all pour in from all those places you contributed cards. I love this part. Anybody else like this part? I love this part. Here you come. 449 of you. We're up to 30,714 cards. I think we're going to go to 500 this week. I don't usually do that kind of talking, and I'm okay if we don't, but I think we could. Are we still coming in there? Nope. Okay, wave to your pin and let's look at last week one more time. Well, we had thinking of you for a project, fairy tale colors, hears or ears, and stamped background, and for our parameters, and it turned out fun. I know a lot of people were going, here and ears, what the heck are we going to do with that? And then we started talking about it, and it all came into not hearing range, but to visual, and you guys just had a lot of fun doing it. Ooh, we got one below neutral. How difficult was it? It was easy, but that's a positive way to make it. They liked the colors. Random was so pretty above so. Okay, so pretty much on track. Maybe a little easier than some that you have been having lately, and that's okay. Sometimes we need a little easy. I thought they were kind of easy on Libby, but that's okay. She had a good time. It was nice. Marigun, who's that? Well, she is the intrepid host of Craft Roulette, and she made this card, and it was a flip fold, so it opens up and you have another scene. It turned out fun. I enjoyed making it. There's Libby's. She was a fun guest, wasn't she? She did great. This was her cute little card that she made. It's got all sorts of cute, sweet fuzzies involved with it. We're so glad you joined us, Libby. I'm not sure if she's watching us live because she was going to go to her son's soccer game, but it may have been rained out. So if you're here, thank you. If you're watching replay, thank you. Now, it is time for the Parade of Achievements, and we've got some, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. We've got 9 new first-timers. We've got some major milestone achievers. Our leading ladies are staying true. We have 10 new to Club 52, and nobody joined the Mug Club this week. We are going to invite Desiree in to say huzzah and well done to all of you achievers this week. There she is. Well, as you have been instructed, Miss Libby, if you are welcome to talk after I say their name, and if you don't
Desiree.
talk, I will. What'd I say? Libby?
That was Desiree.
I knew what she was talking
Desiree.
about.
Well, you know, when you talk
Libby's
this much,
name was
you're
on
gonna
the-
make
Libby's
you're gonna
name was
make
on the screen.
mistakes. Yeah, that's all it takes. Well, Desiree, I do panic sometimes when I think about that, and I go, oh man, what if I call her Daniel?
I'll answer.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. That a girl. Anyway, if I say their name and you get a chance to say something, you are welcome to. Otherwise, I will fill that gap. But
I'll do hand gestures. We're good.
we will work this out just fine. Welcome, first timers. You're just so brave and wonderful. We always say this is the hardest one to send in. Vanessa from New Zealand. Welcome. That's cute. Kathy from North Carolina.
Love that background.
It's pretty. Christy from Utah. Max would like that. Your kitty.
Max Wood.
Angela from Indiana. It's pretty. Lots of white space. Julie from Pennsylvania. Maybe you'll see her at the craft store. Serena from Georgia. That's so pretty.
That is pretty.
Julie's from Europe, Austria. Welcome.
Love all those colors.
Donna from Washington. Purple. There you go.
You gotta have the purple. Yep.
Kim from California. So sweet. Our major milestone achievers. Welcome, you guys, for those first timers. That's great. Alana,
Aw.
I believe, from Illinois. I like the way it looks like a book.
Yes.
Bonnie from Michigan. So sweet. Lacey from Tennessee. She pulled in the fairy tale. Darlene from Canada. Lots of bunnies this week.
Lots of
bunnies. Kathleen from Wisconsin. But even butterflies have hearings. Tracy
Absolutely.
Fear, she has a video for this one as well. Congratulations. 50 cards for Alyssa, Alabama.
Cute.
Denise, 50 cards from California. Those
I
are
love
some
the
big
bow tie.
years. Yeah. Maria from Michigan. 50 cards. Tamra, 75 in a row.
Aw.
Well done, Tamra. Makira has sent in 75. That's great. We talked about this one on the patron show. Our leaders this week, they're staying steady. They have been the same leaders for quite a while, and it's good. Smurf Murphy with 165.
Oh my goodness.
Jackie Jackpot Muller with 165. They just keep coming. Kathy Herring with 169.
sweet.
Well done. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis, I've got these out of line, I guess. 182 with our
Love it.
monkeys. 5K, now 6K Lamone, 171. And our leading lady, Patty Beck, with 199.
Oh my goodness.
It's something. That's a milestone, isn't it? Woo! Club 52, welcome. It's you, Ingrid Bennett, Spokane, Washington. Sandy S. from Tennessee. Fancy card. Norma Medina from Florida. This is really cute. 52 cards. Stacy Eaton. Also, these are all 52 cards. You've sent in a year's worth of cards. Kathy Holmes from
awesome.
Washington. I know. It's a gift, I'm telling you. Kimberly D. from Wisconsin. Used music for the hears and ears. Janelle from Kentucky. Very pretty. Purple. Again, purple.
That is pretty. Yeah, we gotta have purple.
Gwen from Michigan. Some orange. Wendy D. from Washington.
That's sharp.
It's very pretty. Pam from California. Look at those clouds. Club 52 welcomes you with no perks, no discounts, no nothing, but we have lots of bragging rights to give out. And we would love to have you enjoy the Kamado effect, which means you make your own card of congratulations. You can also make your own little business card that brags about you being in Club 52. But you're not getting anything from us. That's what I did. I made my own little bragging card. This is the Kamado effect. My own little anniversary card. So that's what we do around here. Congratulations, everybody. And thank you so much for joining us. Love seeing all those different styles, all your interpretations. Just remarkable creativity. And now we're about to do it again. Are we ready? Yeah. Let's bring on those parameters. Now that you're all warmed up, Desiree, not Libby, and you've got all that inspiration going through your creative purple-brained brain. You think your brain might have a little purple hue?
I think.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we are going to talk about the parameters that we are going to get this week. Before we do, however, we're going to see what the patrons decided they don't want us to have to do. They're going to talk about their vetoes, and that means if we land on any of these vetoed items, we will spin again. And we don't have to do it. We can do it if we want, and it fits in the parameters that we get. But we do not have to do them. And so for project, what did the patrons vote their vetoes to be? Will it be bookbinding card with heart, joyfold, or guest choice? Oh, they spared you. But still, 9% didn't want you to have your choice. Desiree. But let's see. So, 37 to 35%. That was really close. Somebody could have changed that one pretty easily. Joyful card is off for tonight. Cool.
That's good because I have no idea what that is.
Well, that is good. I'm guessing then that will not be your choice, but we will talk about that if we do get it. We'll find out, right? Okay, for colors, what did the patrons say? No, thank you. Cereal box, bee garden, candlelight, or gnomes. They said no cereal box. Okie doke, I think you're okay with that. Unless you were going to do Raisin Bran. You would probably... There, see, those eyes just got lit up. Yeah, you could do purple. So 37 is right back or right behind it with candlelight. So not too far off. Well done. For element, what did they vote off? Hopefully not mechanics. For element, they voted off, the new villain in town, sticks and stones. They do not want sticks and stones. I'm okay with that, but I kind of want to get to it so that we can see what we do. And for random, what did they vote off this week, you wise patrons? Stencil, geometric shape, packaging, or out of proportion. Ooh, out of proportion by an out of proportion amount. Very, very good. Okay, we're not going to do those things necessarily this week. But we also like to extend that wonderful opportunity to our guest, who is named Desiree. And would you like to veto something this week?
Yeah, number 13, mechanics.
Under element, number 13. No go, huh?
Mm-mm.
No Zentangle in the mechanical world?
No.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. So if we do end on mechanics, it doesn't mean you don't. It means that we don't have to do it. It doesn't mean you can't do it in case you change your mind and everybody else changes their mind. And say we get gnomes, or we don't have gnomes. Say we get baskets. You could still put some kind of mechanical gizmo on it, like a little lifter or something if you want. But you don't have to. I think you just got some more friends too, by the way.
Oh, sure.
Now, we like to ask, where would you like to put your chips?
For project number 3, 6x6.
6x6. Christina, she's your kind of girl.
For colors, number 10, vintage.
Very nice. I can see that one coming.
For elements, number 4, single flower.
Yeah.
And for random, number 5, mixed media.
I knew that one was coming too. Well done. Those are all good choices, and those are very on trend with your brand. Yeah, because you're a mixed media. You do complex things.
I just put everything into it, yeah.
Well, we'll see what we get tonight. Shall we begin the spin? Not the begin, but we'll begin the spin. Let's give him a warm up. I think I counted as like, this is the 10,026th spin Mr. Wheel has had. For project, what will we get? Will we get that 6x6 with lots of real estate? 17. Include an envelope. Not include a thank you, but include an envelope. We will be talking about each and every one of these in just a minute. Colors, because you are invited to play along with us. Number 6, party. Well, we could have a retro party and have vintage clothes. Element. We have ways around everything. Number 6, a crown. Crown. Now that is a throwback to one of our first shows. We had crown in like the first show that Patty Beck submitted to or something like that. So I put it on for the anniversary. And for random. 3 strips of paper. Number 21. Well done, Mr. Wheel. You did okay. Mr. Wheel, you did okay. I want to say before we get too far in and I forget. This beautiful tuxedo shirt that Mr. Mike is wearing was made by our friend Grandma Gay, and he's got his little lucky shamrock on from Marianne Hill. So he's in good shape tonight. Thank you guys so much for taking care of our microphone. Let's talk about each and every one of these so that we can feel comfortable in what we're going to do. Hi, Max. How are you?
Speech.
Oh, my speech. This is going to be your art project. We're not going to tell you what to make, and we're not going to teach you anything in particular. We want to see your interpretations, your artistic expression come to your project. It can be a very literal interpretation to a highly interactive or complex interpretation. We love it all, and all the spaces in between. It doesn't mean that you have to have any particular style either. We can go from classic cards making, the pattern papers and the stamps and all that, to a very complicated interactive crazy card that would never be made, especially never be made without these parameters that we have been given. Our galleries are full of people who of all ages who have sent in cards, all abilities, beginners to people that have made cards for 50 years. We have them all over the place, but there's always a place for yours. We need to have all of those parameters included, but they don't always have to be the focal point. You can choose what you want for your focal point. You just have to fit them in somehow or other. If they're a little bit, we also have a place on the forum that you can describe how you did it, and that's kind of very helpful actually. Sometimes when I'm going, now how is that fitted in there? I don't see it. It needs to be handcrafted, and it has to be family friendly because I need to be able to talk about it without blushing. Is that it? I think that's it. I know. And then if you do have something that's, you think that you are filling the parameter with your interpretation, you need to tell us if we're going to be going, I don't think that's it. Just justify your actions and we will be all about it. Yes, Max Kitty looks good. Yeah. So include an envelope. Well, your socials are all called include a thank you. So you could include a thank you in your envelope. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to have an envelope with your project. It may mean that you have an envelope on your project or in the way of an actual something that you pull something out of an envelope, or you might have just an image of an envelope. So it doesn't mean, or you could just have an envelope and have it, Christina Warner all fancify it. I don't know how people are going to do it, but that's going to be their choices. So include an envelope. I'm not quite ready to decide what I'm going to do on that, but I wouldn't be surprised if I have a little envelope with something to pull out, something on the card. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking of something coming out of an envelope.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're not hard to draw either. So you could have an interactive kind of element or all sorts of different things for including. I think this will be a surprise to people. The first blush on include an envelope sounds like you're going to have a card in an envelope. But I think there will be some pretty interesting ways to use that.
Jay says cut an envelope into 3 strips, and then you have 2 parameters met right there.
Jay, you've been around us too long, man. You're getting this figured out. There you go. You could make 3 little envelopes with 3 different papers.
You don't even have to make an envelope if you cut one up.
Well, what is an envelope? It's just something that holds something else, right? Is it?
True.
Could it be like a...
You'd be stretching a little bit if you deconstructed the envelope.
If it just had a slit in it.
Yeah.
Could it be just a slit?
I think he was saying that since it was an envelope, you would still be including something that was an envelope, but it wasn't an envelope anymore, so...
Yep. There we go. Oh, man. You guys, yep, I see that's exactly what we're talking about. That we see include an envelope and we think the first thing we think of is not necessarily what we will see in the gallery.
Julia says things can be enveloped in other things. So maybe like a bear
Enveloped.
hug? Yeah, or
enveloped.
Yeah, enveloped.
Ooh. Well, when my kids used to get sick, I would put a blanket on the couch and have it on the back and the front, and then they would get inside of it, and I'd make an envelope. So you're right. Yeah, it could be a blanket with a sick kid in it. That's kind of sad. But yeah, you could envelop. So it could be read, include an envelope. So as a verb instead of a noun.
Like a bear hug.
A bear hug? I didn't see that one coming. Well, we're off to the races with project already. I think we have some ideas. I think we're going to be okay. Colors. Party. Will your party be bright? Will your party be pastels? Will your party be vintage? Are you going to have a Sense and Sensibility party? So your party is vintage? Or will your party be a child's birthday? So it's bright and primary? It's whatever everybody wants to do for their project. They get to decide what their party's going to look like, and that'll be fun. We get to, a flamingo party, Tracy. It could be all pink. Oh, yeah, Catherine Pooler's got a party collection. You could use her ink line. That's a great idea. Yes, I think you're right, Cindy Elkins. I bet Desiree's party is purple.
Well, it'll be in there.
What do you think, though, now that you have been considering the parameters for about 60 seconds?
I'm seeing the envelope,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm seeing a crown of something coming out of the envelope.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
So something's going to take a shape of the crown.
when you look at the dictionary definition of crown,
Yep.
the first one is the obvious regal one, the ornamental headdress. The second one is the top or the highest part of something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like your crown.
So a top of a flower would work.
This has worked too. I'm one tooth. I have multiple crowns. You could have a big toothy grin for some of a movie star because they have a lot of
there's
crowns.
a lot of leeway in that.
Pineapples have crowns. Oh, isn't it the top of a pineapple a crown? Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you could have all sorts of stuff on this too. Or you could make a little crown and put it on any kind of little critter or person, or have a crown even on a table that was left behind. Oh, I forgot my crown. Some people say crown, but yeah, I don't know how to do that one. But yep, a toothy card I think would be fun. The highest part. So you could have the highest part of all sorts of stuff.
Right.
You could have a picture of Max and put a crown on him.
Oh God, no. No. He's already pacing in the hallway.
Coronation is imminent.
Yep, you could have the back of a big robe, some little pointy ears and a crown. And that would be, a flower crown. That's a good idea too, Elena. Yep. A tooth, an envelope. Okay, a kid putting their lost tooth in an envelope for the tooth fairy. Now, the tooth fairy could have a little crown, couldn't she?
Mm-hmm.
A tree crown. Oh my gosh, you guys, why do we have so many options? Easter card, that's a great idea. Princess or prince party, that would work really well with the colors and the crown thing. Man, once again, we just opened up a huge box of ideas. 3 strips of paper, no problem. We're going to use paper. I'm thinking that we're going to be using paper, so that
Are you going to use
be...
paper, Desiree?
You
I
love
may.
paper.
I'm not quite sure yet.
Okay, well, we'll see what comes next with Desiree. But 3 strips of paper shouldn't... It'll be fun to see if they use big strips of paper, small strips, if they're going to weave them, if they're going to be pattern paper, or if they're going to be handmade paper, or if they're going to be shiny, or whatever somebody wants to use. Oh my. 3 strips into an envelope, coming out of an envelope. Could there be 3 strips of paper coming out of an envelope with different crowns? Pick your crown, baby. You know, it's Monday. Pick your crown. All sorts of things. Are we going to be able to do this?
Oh, yeah.
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 I think so. Well, I guess that means if you're good.
I think I'm good.
Okay. If you're good, if the Chatterbox is ready to maybe get started on some projects or just sit back and relax, I think I'll figure out something I don't know yet because I'm kind of I got a lot of ideas floating around. I don't know people's names or nothing else. Miss Producer, bring on Cool Mary. We'll be right back after these ads. Does card making ever wear you out? Are you just having one of those days? You ever say to yourself, I wish there were more Craft Roulette on each week? Well, have we got good news for you? In Review is like part 2 of Craft Roulette, which features you, our card contributors. It'll be easy to find because it airs here on our Craft Roulette YouTube channel. We go live almost every Tuesday evening at 6:30 p.m. Central, and we do a number of fun things during the show, including Mail Call, where I share some of the nice cards and goodies people send us. Our Card Showcase, where we take a longer look at some of the contributions sent in from the most recent episode. And our Who Done It Mystery Game, where I recreate a card from the most recent episode's gallery, live on air. Everyone in the live chat gets to try and figure out which card I'm recreating. So, if you want more of what we do on Craft Roulette, you'll love our show, In Review. The Whodunit Mystery Game is just a game, and we do not actually solve mysteries, but we do actually solve mysteries. The show is supposed to be on Tuesdays, but we reserve the right to reschedule as necessary. Mary will not always know what she is doing, especially with buttons and or math. Stretchy pants and snacks are not required, but advisable. Please bring a friend. Too much fun for one person included. Hey, Cool Mary here. You might remember me from my breakthrough role, the In Review Infomercial. While normal me and the special guest are gathering their supplies, let me take this opportunity to tell you about our stamp set, our die set. Whoa. Let me, Cool Mary, show you what you can do with them. Tubular. Whoa! Gnarly. Yes, you can order these off our web shop. Every purchase helps support our shows, and in return, you can be like me, Cool Mary. make an envelope inside. This envelope thing is making me... The envelope is kind of making me crazy because I had this idea for this great big crown. And I may have gotten myself into a mess. But, well, okay. So here's my plan, man. I don't know if it's going to happen. But I did the 6x6. And so that may be the problem. I may have to bring it down to an A2. But a 6x6, and then if I have this beautiful Desiree stamp, I stamped this a long time ago, and I've had it in my fancy pants paper pack from your Paper Insider because it's so pretty. And I thought, oh, I wouldn't even have to color on that. And then I had some more fancy pants paper, and I thought, you could cut that out as a flower crown. And then you could have like some bunny ears out of fancy pants paper coming out like this, or kitty cat ears. If it were kitty cat ears, I wouldn't have to make it so long. And then if it were kitty cat ears, you could have a little envelope for the kitty cat to come to sit in. Man, this is deep. This is real deep.
I think you're mixing your ideas.
I think I am...
I think you're trying to make an envelope and a crown at the same time, and that might be too much.
Deputy Heidi may come get me. Okay, so this little guy.
Push it up.
Has both. It has like this kind of part with the parameters and things. It also has sketch areas. They're not like this. This is a prototype, and it changed after this. So this is what I was thinking. So I was thinking a 6x6 deal with this beautiful flower. Doink, 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 doink. And, gosh, but, And I was thinking a critter underneath here with bunny ears. But now how do I get my envelope in there? So that's the problem. So
make the card, worry about the envelope later.
Well, there's that. And Mr. Producer said I could just draw an envelope on the back, which may happen. And so, well, you could just draw in some envelopes in the background for a background. That might be it. I don't even know if the silly bunny's going to work yet. Welcome to Craft Roulette, Mary. This is your 205th show. You should be able to do this. Just... Yep, I think so. I think I'm just going to have to draw my own little envelopes and make this happen. But isn't that pretty? I just think it's so pretty. So... Well, that would... Okay, I'm going to have to trim this out. So I'll start there. And then, yeah, I got all this fancy pants paper. So I am absolutely going to use it because my party is going to be like spring pastel party. Tea party.
And you do need the 3 strips in there somewhere.
Oh, well, we're going to have ears for 2 of the strips. And then we're going to put pink inside the ears. So there'll actually be 4 strips.
That counts.
That was, whew, gosh, Deputy Heidi's out there too. I know it. She's out there ready to bust me, and now she's got wheels. So one of the dies that Trinity put out is Doodle Car. Let me show you. And if you don't know about Deputy Heidi, she called me out one time on a show because I forgot a parameter. And so we made her the deputy, and now she has a car. She now has a die set that's a car. So it's all over. It's all over. She can come get me now. I've always felt pretty safe because she didn't have a car, but now she's got a car, and she even has a driver. It's a gnome. She's sitting in the back seat taking names. That's exactly it. So, yep. She's got her own wheels now. I just dropped the whole thing. So, all right. We're glad for you, though, Deputy Heidi. You've served us well. Let me make this a little bit smaller, I think. Wonder if I could make this into an envelope. The things I start worrying about. You know, Craft Roulette has opened up a lot of creativity, but it's also given me some worries. It's like, can I do this? Now it's like, can I really do this? But nope, every time we get it done. Yeah,
And for anybody wondering, that car is part of Trinity's Craft Roulette release, and you can check it out on trinitystamps.com.
It's very fun.
If you go through our Spin Sponsors page, we do have an affiliate link.
We do. Okay, so if I do a bunch of envelopes, or even one envelope, I could even have one envelope. I could have 1,000,000 envelopes. Probably not 1,000,000. So, Mr. Bunny. Oh, no. There we go. So, Mr. Bunny will have ears. I better draw, since this is Fancy Pants paper, I better draw a template so I don't mess it up. Well, I'm glad you like the creativity of this show, Tina. We like it too, actually. And we're really glad that you guys like it, because it's fun. It just is. How big can my ears be? They're getting bigger. They say that when you get older, your ears get bigger, and I think it's true. I've seen some pictures of my granddaddy. He had some ears. He had some good ones. They were real prominent. But he didn't care, I don't think. I really don't think he cared. Okay, so if this comes down here and we just have bunny ears, it's going to be like those big. Then we may not even have to put a head on this poor bunny. But if we wanted to, we could put a head on that poor bunny. Oh yeah, he should have a head. He should get ahead. Get ahead in life. Without it, where are you going to go, Mr. Bunny, after all? Okay, so let's try this out. Why not? Yes, ears and noses keep growing. But whenever I talk to my mom and I would tell her a fib, she'd always go, Pinocchio, Pinocchio. And I think that's why my nose is so big. And it's not going to get smaller. But my friend Joan in junior high and high school used to say, big noses people with big noses have character. So there you go. Or are they a character? I don't know which. Could be a little bit of both. Okie doke. So if we put ear, those are kind of big ears. He must be very old bunny. And then put this for his crown. See, doesn't that kind of look like a crown? Then I can decide if I need a head. Head as needed, right?
We're going to bring Desiree back.
Bring her on. Oh, I see a little purple there. We're good. Oh, those are pretty colors.
Okay. Here's my envelope. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, what do you have in mind? You've been working away.
So, I have in mind of course, an envelope. It's going to be a 6x6 card.
Uh-huh.
Because we've got to have the real estate.
I'm trying that because of you. Trying to get some points from you.
And there's going to be a bouquet of balloons.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Coming out of the envelope.
Oh.
And then there's the balloons are going to be the crown. because I was going with the second definition, the top, the highest balloon.
Gotcha.
And then,
smart thinking.
well, hopefully it comes together.
I hear you. I'm right in there. I'm in the same place with you. Yeah. We're going big ears here.
Yeah,
We'll
we're
just
gonna be.
call him.
We're actually gonna do some doodling. Yes, we're gonna doodle.
Fun. Yeah, see, this is going to be an interesting gallery full of tons of ideas. Oh, I love it so much. It is so good. Could these be strips of paper? Do strips have to be rectangles?
Let me look it up.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that's too big.
Fighting the size here. We could be having out of proportion after all. Look how cool that looks, Desiree. Doesn't that look like a crown? It's going to be cut out, but doesn't that look like a bunny's crown?
It does.
Yes.
It does.
Yes. This is what we're talking about. I have had this print. I stamped this last winter, I bet. I've just been waiting to use it for the right project. Do you ever save paper for good? It's like, my project is not good enough for that yet. I have not attained that goodness.
The definition of strip that I found says a long, narrow piece of it.
Well, this is pretty long and narrow, except for Mr. Big Ears.
If you can justify it, you can use it.
Oh, so that's what they have to
So
do.
you gotta think about the example you're setting here.
Well, I'm gonna have some little other strips too. So I think I could call it a strip. I'll think about it. Strips of paper. Maybe, this is kind of see-through, so I could maybe put something under there. Well, it's not that see-through. Ixnay that idea. The party colors, my party colors are like a spring party with golds and greens and pink. I think that would work for a pretty garden party. And remember, that is the color parameter. That is not like the element. You don't have to have a party going on. That is just your interpretation of party colors. So that'll be fun to see what kind of party colors you have. I think this would be pretty for a garden tea. Do you ever go to do you go to tea parties or I love tea parties. Desiree, what do you think? Tea party girl?
No.
No.
But if you add a little coffee, yes.
Coffee parties never caught on.
No.
Coffee shops.
I never did.
I think coffee shops could take that and run with it. Clothes for a coffee party. Man, I would do that if I owned a coffee shop. Drive-in only for non-coffee party people. Look at that. It's going to be so pretty. Look at you start. Oh, so do you have a favorite? Is Micron your favorite pen for these things?
Yes.
What nib size do you like to use?
An 01.
01, okay. So not a teeny tiny.
It's
not, or is that real teeny tiny?
It is.
No.
I don't know if.
Okay.
Yeah, she's tiny.
Yeah, that is tiny. Okay. Do you carry supplies to do Zentangle, like when you're out and about? Do you carry a bag or something in your purse or anything?
Yes, there's always a kit in my purse.
Mm-hmm. Good answer. I love that. And so, what was your first exposure to Zentangle? What made you go, ooh, that's something I want to explore? Is it something that you just went diving right into, or?
It was actually a YouTuber.
Uh-huh.
Notable Inc.
Okay.
I believe is the channel.
And you just kind of happened across it, or?
And she had
Probably.
just, she was doing her swatch book in a sketchbook.
Uh-huh.
And as she was swatching her watercolors, and she was using Zentangle. And she had just mentioned very briefly that she was a certified Zentangle teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And it just really piqued my interest. So I went to the website and, got the information on the classes that they provide. And I was fortunate and unfortunate. So let's say it that way. Okay. So I got interested in it during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So this was going to be their first class, virtual. I didn't have to go to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
So I was excited about that.
Yeah. So it did work out.
It absolutely did. And ever since then, I just love it. I teach in-person classes at my local high school.
Oh, okay.
And I just love it. Absolutely love it.
That's very cool. And like I said, this is one of Desiree's stamp sets that she has. I'll show you the stamp set.
Yeah, so that one is called A Tangle in Bloom.
And isn't it pretty? And you sell them out of your post office box or whatever, right?
Yeah, they're actually, I didn't go through another company.
Mm-hmm.
There's times where I wish I did, but no. It's a different world, but I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
Well, I think it's wonderful too. I've enjoyed it. I made some really, they make me feel like I'm better colorer than I am because it's a cool thing. And then this is her pretty ornament to do it the right way. And I had fun doing that one too. I think I sent a few of them away.
Rhonda,
but
I'm Googling Zentangle.
There you go. Here you go. Google that. It's cute. But they do make you feel like you're really very complex person. A complex artist.
Mom, you're getting a request to share your necklace underneath the camera.
Oh. I shall. I'd be happy to. I gotta take it off first. Here we go.
Maybe hold it up.
He has a little robot, and he's adorable. You see his he's got little,
Hold it up quite a ways. It's small. Yeah.
Isn't he cute? And he's even got a little cape because we like to mix things around here. So we've got a robot superhero. I really do like him. I've gotten several nice robot gifts. I have one from an ornament from Deputy Heidi, and I've got a stuffed robot from Faline Mays, and I've got a crocheted robot from Marianne Hill, and I have a little wooden robot from Lisa Taylor. I've got quite a little collection of the little guys. And then this from Ronnie Macias. I think it's just stellar. I didn't anticipate. Okay, so Zentangle, when you first saw that thing, you probably didn't realize how much it would affect your life. Well, I didn't think robots would affect my life all this much when I put it on the board, but I do appreciate them. I like them.
No, I thought I was just going to teach classes in person.
Mm-hmm.
I have a class online for the introduction.
Okay.
That I've set up. And then I actually, for the stamp sets that I released, there is a class for those that instead of stamping it, they do want to Zentangle it. So I created a class.
Wow.
For each of those.
You like making classes.
I do
believe. Yeah.
I do. I very much enjoy teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Because I honestly do believe that we can continue to learn. And we can learn anything. I know a lot of people say, no, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. But you can. You honestly can. Is it going to look exactly like everyone else's? Absolutely not.
Right.
But for me, that's the beauty of it. That's creating art. You know, if we all had the same materials, the same, I mean, you prove it every week, Mary.
449 people have proven it this week.
You prove it. It's
over 30,000
parameters.
Mm-hmm.
And each card is different.
Yep.
Because that's what art is. Art is interpretation.
It is. We see a lot of it, and it's so fun. I gotta remember my envelope. You are so right. And so there is a terrible thing, and we always really like to welcome people that with their first card, especially because it's hard. There's some really good card makers in here, and sometimes it's a little hard to go, oh, I'm gonna have to measure up. And no. Right. That's not our jam.
Right.
Because everybody's got something, some kind of gift of, I wonder if I can do something. And so that's what we like to see, and we see it hundreds of times every week.
Yep.
Now. Ooh.
Yep.
So if I draw something and it's underneath this pretty green and it's an envelope, oh, you can see it. Okay, so if I do that in a green pencil, because I don't want it to look like that. So I wonder, can I do it on white? Could you see it? We're doing some experiments here. I don't think that's going to work.
Okay.
But I don't know. I can't. No. Everybody that just laughed and said, that's not going to work, you won. You were right. So that's okay. Maybe a green pencil, though, and it would be very subtle. Come here. Where's that other ear when you need it? Oh, look at those cute balloons.
Is everyone cringing that I cut all that off?
Is that one? What all did you cut off?
I cut the bottoms off. Let's see, Terry.
Well, if you don't need the bottoms, why keep
things, but I can Zentangle in my own way. Yes, Terry, you can.
There you go.
Yes. The people don't realize it, but they're already doing the strokes of Zentangle every day. They just don't know it. Just don't know it.
I think I like the blue better. Okay, let's try it. Okay, so we're going to make Get a load of this, Desiree. This is going to work. We're going to put envelope and we're going to make it work. We're going to hold it down and wrestle it until it works. Oh, wait. I got one more other idea. I could try a marker. See if that is seen. Oh, which one do we like better? Do we like the green pencil, the blue pencil, or the marker? For my...
I'm not sure you can tell the difference on camera.
Okay. All right. I think I'm going to go marker. Okay. Here we go. Hold me back. Is this smaller? Yeah. Okay. We'll make it within the confines of the area. I do have some questions for you. These are going to be my envelopes. We have some curious patrons that have some questions for you. Are you ready? You're in good shape. You're just moving right along. Look at all those things. Those are pretty.
Well, okay.
Do you have some favorite Stephanie Mormon? And you said something about your finding this one lady about Zentangle. So, do you have some favorite YouTubers that you watch, or craft YouTubers, or maybe not? Maybe just general YouTube channels that you like.
No, I do have. I can go all over the place when it comes to watching YouTube. There are certain creators that I do enjoy. And I'll say one that kind of loyal to only because she's kind of the one that got me into paper. And that's Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter. So yeah, she got me started on this journey, and
she's done that to a lot of people.
She did. She did that. What did she start? She started her stamp school.
Oh, okay.
When she did that series, so that kind of got me very much interested in paper.
Well, yay for Lindsay.
Yes. And then from her, I started watching Jennifer McGuire. So I still do watch both of them. Through, and I call it a journey.
Right. With
all of this, I have gotten some wonderful friends. So there is one that I absolutely watch, and that's Biddy Penny. You all know her. She's in the chat. I just can't keep looking at the chat as I do this. And I also enjoy watching homesteaders.
Somebody else, Wendy Cranford, I think, watches that.
There's 2 or 3 women that I watch that are so different. I find it fascinating.
Tell us the premise again, please.
Gardening, canning, just that type of stuff. Having your garden and building your garden, starting your seeds, your own seeds, so that you plant them in your garden. And I just find it amazing at what they can, how they can it, how they can live off that for 3 months. It's just fascinating to me, very much so. So it's like my down time, and that not an even number.
That's gonna work. It's weird, but it's gonna work.
I need an odd number. I
do. Who's going to be voted off the card?
No, I need to add 1. Okay. No, maybe somebody will go off.
You could use another color of purple and have an extra one.
That's what we're gonna do.
Go Team
Yeah,
Purple.
that's what we're
And
going to
then
do.
we're going to have these 3 strips down here so I don't get busted.
Or maybe I can pull in
If
a
I can find the
teal.
third one. Third one. Oh, for the love of Pete. Where did it go?
That's it.
You know, if I can't find it, I'm just going to stick little pieces under here. So it's just sticking out.
So, yeah.
You'll never know.
I wish I got to
Okay.
watch more YouTube.
Well, you work.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I
it's
work
not
full
like
time
you're
on top of all this.
sitting around eating bonbons.
But that would be awesome.
I join you. I would
Could we
join
just
you.
please be honest with that?
Yeah. It has some allure, doesn't it?
Oh,
Man, I made a mistake this week, Miss Desiree. I made a big mistake. And that was I asked the Facebook group, and if you're not a part of our Facebook group, you're very welcome. It's a private thing. It's called Craft Roulette Show. Just answer the questions and the door will automatically open. But I made the mistake of asking the question, if some kind of snack could be delivered to your craft room right now, what would it be? They were on it, like me on a piece of chocolate cake. And so they have some good ideas for food. But after reading it all week or part of the week, I gave in last night and made a chocolate mug cake. It was all over. I had to have something. It was good too. I did not mind eating it.
I have not had one of those.
They're not the best, but they're not the worst. And the beauty and danger of it is it took less than 5 minutes to do the whole thing and have it cleaned up and eaten. So it was, yeah, it's real. It only took 70 seconds to cook.
Yeah, I have been meaning to try those. A friend of mine just absolutely loves them.
I got it today. I did not hate it. Not at all. Oh, you know what? I think we're going to go. But, man, if you want some ideas for snacks, go to that post. They were serious. They got it done. Yep, look. I got 3 little strips there. That's going to be just fine. Where there's a parameter, there is a way. There sure is. Christina Holloman says she finds doodling such a very relaxing and rewarding activity. And she asked about how you got certified, but you already told that story. But so since you are more purposeful now with your doodling, do you find it as relaxing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You can actually get lost in it, or at least I can, where I'll actually lose time. So I'll start working on a project, or I just want to work on something that's sitting in front of me, and I'll start working on it, and I'll look up, and all of a sudden it's now 3 hours.
Yeah.
Has passed.
It's funny how that works, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
But because it actually happened when I took the class, I lost 4 hours of the class. because I was working on this one project, and here they were on something else. I'm like, okay, well, is there going to be a replay on this by any chance?
So a mug cake would be good for you, because if you made a cake and you went down to your craft room or wherever your craft room is to do Zentangle, you could do some serious burning. So
Yes.
This may actually be a very good thing for you. I'm here for you.
I actually discovered what happens when you boil eggs and forget about them. Yep.
Oh.
Yes.
It sounds dangerous.
It's not pretty.
I bet it stinks.
Yes. Yes, it does. Yes.
How long was it? how long was it?
You know,
it got to cook.
The water was gone. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And I was cleaning like from the ceiling. So
they exploded?
They explode. Yes, people. When you boil eggs, they will explode. Yes. Yep.
Wow.
Noted.
It is
I
not
did not
a
know
pretty
that.
sight.
So did you hear them
So not a
explode?
pretty
Is that
sight.
how you figured it out?
I started hearing popping.
I'm sorry, it shouldn't be funny.
Oh, I think it's absolutely hysterical because only me. Only me. This is real, people. Yep. This is real. This is what happens when we craft. Yep.
See, it's true. My husband used to say, because when I cooked, I don't cook anymore, but he used to say, if it's got a bottom, she'll burn it. And it's because I would walk away and leave it on the oven or whatever and go get busy with a little project. And then sure enough, come back
Coincidentally, eggs don't really have a bottom, and that's why they explode.
They're kind of like those little tiny adorable cylinders, and they're violent when they pop.
Oh my gosh. I can't tell you that if you leave a pot pie, like a Swanson's pot pie for your brother in the little toaster oven for longer than it's supposed to be, that it will burn and it will blow the toaster oven door open and smoke up the whole house. And I did that once. So, yeah, in high school, I was supposed to make him lunch every day. That was my chore. I wasn't very good at it. So beware of those two, Desiree.
Does.
Yeah, it's dangerous. It's dangerous to cook.
It truly is.
Yeah. It's safer to craft and just order in.
I think so.
Oh, Irene Hat-Trick Smith. I'm not sure if I should ask her this question. You ask, if you could only craft with one medium beside paper for a whole year, what would you do? What would you choose? What's closest to paper that you could craft with? In lieu
colored
of?
pencils.
What would you use on cloth? Muslin?
I could go on anything with colored pencils. Sure. Yes.
Because that's what you use for details.
Yeah, my coloring medium of choice has always been colored pencils. I've used them since I was like 5 or 6.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter what type of colored pencil it is.
They're pretty versatile, aren't they? Some of them have pretty hard leads, but I don't like those too much. But any kind of quality. I don't even think they have to be super quality, but
no.
Crayola even. Do you keep those in your kit too?
No. Because I have the syndrome. I've got to have every color.
Okay.
So they wouldn't fit.
We don't judge here. We do not.
Yeah, I carry a big purse, but not that big.
Teddy Roosevelt, carry a big purse. The modern version. that has lots of crafts. We're just going to make this look gold and crownish. We'll put some more gems on it too. A flower crown. I think that's just going to be fine. These seem a little not very well defined, but that may evolve. So when you draw your Zentangle, do you color that then? You do your stamps like your mandala and things.
Yeah, usually if I'm doing a Zentangle design, I'm just going to use the graphite to shade.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Because that's what makes a Zentangle come to life.
Mm-hmm. Do you use the blending stumps and things like that, or?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can use a Q-tip.
Yeah. Yeah, you could. I love those little blending stumps. They're fun.
I keep losing mine.
It's Max.
Does he like them?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, like little mouse leg. Max. Our old cat Sassy liked blending brushes. She would walk off with them. It looks so funny. She'd just have one in her mouth and she'd just take it away. How's your card coming?
It would probably be going better if I could get the release paper off my double-sided foam squares.
Sometimes they want to. You almost need a lawyer to get them off.
But it's getting there.
There you go. I saw somebody has already sent in a card. Have we gotten several?
Yes.
Man.
Probably about 10.
What? Already 10? Yeah. Well, if we're going to go for 500, we're going to have to get this show on the road. Oh, Instapot. I'm still... Pressure cookers. No.
No.
No. I
No.
know that Instapot is supposed to be a safe way, but it's still kind of intimidating.
Yep.
She might get banned from airports and banks if she tried cooking with one of those.
She's the one that explodes everything.
Yep.
Yeah, and with our last name, you got to be kind of careful anyway, so. You don't want to risk the reputation. Yeah, pressure cookers, I know people like them. Freak me out. It's like, how do you sleep?
I'll use a
always
slow
worry if
cooker.
it was ever. Yeah, that's more my speed. Because it's hard to I don't know. I've never heard of people burning in a slow cooker, but I bet you could if you got really involved in a project.
Well, absolutely.
Or forgot it and left the house. Wrong way. So many opportunities. Just stay in the craft room. It's so much safer there. We want everybody to be safe, so stay where it's safe. Watch out for the sharp edges. Don't run with scissors, that kind of thing. But it's all good. Well, this is going to be kind of a cute little card. Thanks for making this stamp.
I love that as the crown.
There
was somebody that took that stamp set put it on top of a table and put candles up from it.
Oh, like a
Mhm.
centerpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's some thinking. Doesn't that delight you when you see somebody using your products in a very cool and unexpected way?
Yes. I like seeing all the different ways that people come up on how to use them, the techniques they use.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of different techniques.
Oh, I bet. Yeah,
have
there
come
would
out.
be ad infinitum. Okay, so you can see I think this is going to work. I don't know if I like those ears not having some definition. This is kind of do I do that? It's kind of late in the game, Mary, to start messing with it. Let's see what happens if I do this. Just kind of outline it for some definition. Oh, I think that would work. I think that would work well. Oh, Heidi Ryan, this is not a question for you, but Deputy Heidi Ryan, you're so nice. She says, happy anniversary. So glad to be a part of this fantastic community. Thank you. We're so glad to have you keeping us in line. We need you. Yeah, this is subtle enough. It's not going to bother me if it isn't.
Okay. We committed to the placement.
Sometimes that is what it takes, isn't it?
Well, just got to do it.
Yep.
Just got to do it.
Yep. How often do you redo cards, or do you give them 24-hour notice, or?
What do you mean?
When you have a card and you don't know if it's quite right.
I always keep going.
You just keep going?
I just keep going. If I get too hung up on it, I'll set it aside and I'll look at it again the next day.
Mm-hmm.
But the card will always get finished.
There we go. Well, that's pretty. You must be good in the first place. Just not making. You probably don't. Okay? Do you plan your cards ahead, or do you just let them evolve?
I just let them evolve.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on what it is. If I plan the card,
like you kind of had an idea on this one, but I can see that you're still.
I was doodling as I was
mm-hmm.
as I was hearing all the other ideas and all of that stuff.
Yeah. They really pour them out, this chatterbox, don't they? Whew.
Well, and that's good.
Yes, it is. I need them every week. Every week I use their ideas. Every time. I wonder. Okay, so you can see the envelopes. They kind of stop in weird places. Let's see if we put some little hearts underneath in gold, how it looks. Because I don't have this hooked down. Oh, that might look kind of cute, actually. Some little odds and ends. Without junking it up too much. I don't know where they're going to show up. Oh, I could do it that way. Ooh. Well, you know what, Desiree? I know I'd never have made this card if I hadn't gotten these parameters. I'm not sure that's, Whoa. I would never have come in here, set some eggs on the oven or the stove, come down here and started and made this card. That is absolutely true. But I'm not mad that it's happening. Not at all. It's kind of a bit of an interest. Can you see the envelopes? Yeah. And the hearts. Just is a little bit of a pattern in the background then. Interesting. I'm not sure if it's a great idea, but it's still going to be. It's still going to be one of those cards where, well, isn't that interesting? I sure didn't see. I've never seen a card like that. Not sure if that's a good compliment or not. My grandma, you have such big ears. Grandma Bunny Bunny. Okay, so Sue Smallcrider, you are asking a question I cannot ask because she is throwing in. Have you ever tried the Pennsylvania Dutch Crafts Fraktur? Fraktur? Or Sharon Schnitt? Or basically fancy illustrated writing paper cutting. Oh my goodness. That one will
Wow.
I can say that. Have you ever? I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either, unless I know it by another name.
I'm wondering if it's fancy letter. Do you do calligraphy or anything interesting along those lines, or?
I tried it.
It takes a lot of concentration. Yeah, it takes a lot of concentration. I think.
Yeah,
a little more than I have.
It was interesting. I had fun with it. But yeah, it wasn't for me. Now the founder, believe it or not, of Zentangle, she's a master in calligraphy.
Whoa. It's intricate cutting with tiny scissors.
Intricate cutting with
fancy silhouette paper cutting.
No, I have not.
No, I don't think I would want to. I would. Oh, that sounds pretty technical. Pretty technical, but pretty. Sounds pretty. But ooh, baby, I don't know. She must think she holds you in high regard on your abilities, though, I believe.
I'm definitely going to be looking that up.
Yeah.
Because now I'm just curious about it.
Yeah. Pennsylvania Dutch fancy illustrated writing paper cutting. Yeah, it does sound interesting, doesn't it? I'm wondering here. I'm not going to... Oh, that's such pretty paper. I don't want to waste it. It can't be wasted underneath. But it would be... Oh, that looks good. That does look good. Do you talk to yourself in the craft room?
Yep.
Yep. Good.
The main reason why I do a lot of voiceovers.
Oh, yes. And you kind of practice, don't you? When you're doing it? Thinking ahead?
Yeah, because my channel could not allow children to listen, if not. So.
Yeah. You got to think of that. You got to think ahead on that kind of stuff. Okay, so we're just going to gut this. This has got some iridescent beauty to it, so I'm going to gut it. It's not... This is still fancy pants paper. Save it for good on Friday night kind of paper. I'm not doing a very fancy pants kind of gutting process here. Hate to be a fish if I were gutting it. Wouldn't have much to eat. There we go. Oh my, that's looking kind of darn cute is what that's looking. Look at all those pretty little balloons. Did you add? What did you do? 1, 2, 3. You added the dark blue.
Yeah, I added the teal color.
Yeah. Yeah, that does look better like that. Good call.
Well, it's got to be an odd number. I can't have an even number. I got to have an odd.
You beat that. You did it, dude. Real right. Real right. Well, do you think you'd know that was those are bunny ears if you didn't know they were bunny ears?
I think they look like bunny ears.
I hope so. And a crown of beautiful flowers with fancy pants paper and envelopes underneath. I think it works. Maybe. Ooh, definitely bunny ears. Thank you, Sharon Castor in the brown chair. You would pass me on to the next grade. Good. Well, what do you think? Are you done? Are you going to are you done?
I think I am.
She was
There's
thinking.
my 3 strips of paper.
Okay, I wondered what those were. I forgot about the parameters. 3 strips
confetti
of paper.
coming out.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll go through my card and see if I did it, or if Deputy Heidi needs to get in that new car and come get me. So include an envelope. I have envelopes drawn in the background. Oh, my party colors are a spring tea, a beautiful blue, green, gold, and pink. And there's some purple right there with some all fancy pants paper. And a crown of flowers, which are like from Desiree's collection. We are going to look at a few of her things before we go and tell everybody else how to play. And then 3 strips of paper. These are the little violet strips of paper so I don't get in trouble. Yeah, I did it. Bravo, everyone. Show us your card and walk us through how you got those parameters in.
So, where's my parameter list?
Include an envelope. You've got your envelope right there.
So there's the envelope.
And you did some Zentangle on it.
I just did some Zentangle on that.
And your party colors.
The colors are party. So we did a rainbow, but also have the theme of a party going on here. Mm-hmm. So I took the crown as the balloon on the top, because no matter how you look at it, this one's on the top.
That's
so
a really good way.
This way, that's the
people
tallest. If you do this, that's the tallest.
And that'll help other people go, oh, yeah, I can do that.
Yep. And then 3 strips of paper. I tore 3 pieces of paper and make them look like confetti strings coming out.
We love confetti around here. We really do. Well, I think we did it. I do. I think we got a great combination of parameters for a whole bunch of ideas. And we're going to have a fabulous gallery. But I want everybody to see a little bit more about your new stamps. You have some new stamps coming out in May. And a few stamps that are almost out. And I want to make sure that everybody knows. You said you had a couple of these left and a couple of these left. Whoops, these left. And I would just want to make sure they know about those because they're so pretty.
Yeah, I think the ornament, I literally have like 1 or 2 of those left. The balloon, I think we've got about 6 or 7.
Okay.
And then there's plenty of the mandala and the wave. But yes, I've been getting a lot of questions, lots of emails, if I was going to do another release.
Oh, okay.
So I decided to. So there is
Yes.
going to be another release. It's going to be another 4 stamps. Would everyone like a sneak peek at the stamps?
Oh no, we just want to wait.
They're going to be released on May 1st.
Okay.
So stay tuned for May 1st. Okay.
I just really like them. They make me feel so fancy.
So the first one is called A Tangled Star.
Oh my goodness. That's muy complex.
Nah,
Yeah.
not at all.
Wow. And so you would do that with, you would shade it with pencil, graphite mostly, or would you?
Yeah.
You could do.
Yeah.
Or
But
you
you
could
can
do
use
watercolor and stamp on
you
top
can use
of it.
watercolors, you can use colored pencils, you can use pastel chalks. Whatever it is you want to use, you can definitely use them.
And you could put those in corners too of a card, like diagonal corners and things.
You can absolutely
Or
stamp
halves.
just half of it, and then you have that coming down.
Put it
You
on a
can
flap
stamp this on a
make it
tag
fancy.
and have a section of it.
Uh-huh.
I think there's a lot that you can do with large stamps. Sometimes people, I think, I don't want to say get intimidated, but they kind of
Right.
like, okay, well, what else can I do if I need to do this on a 5x7 or I need to do this on a 6x6? Absolutely not. You can just take a
Right.
portion of it and make it turn itself into a border.
Man.
The next one is called A Tangled Flourish.
Ooh. Ah. That
So
kind
you
of reminds
have-
me of the one I just did. It's but not, but yes, but not. Yeah.
So you have a separate, there's actually 2 pieces on this one. So I'm branching out here. So we have a single piece here that you can fussy cut around. And then this actually has a frame that's built into it. So you can put that.
Okay.
And this will go on any size card. It'll go on an A2. It'll go on a 5x7. And you can just,
That would be
have one
gorgeous
sitting up here and one up
on
here.
scrapbook pages and planner pages and in journals. Those would be gorgeous. That would be super pretty.
Third one.
I didn't know
called
they were going to be
Tangled
this pretty,
Heart.
you guys.
So you can see you've got the heart that's coming down. And then all the bands going through.
Wow.
I did add the 2 tangled hearts. So there's always going to be a sentiment if I keep going with them that's going to say something tangled something. So we'll have that. That sits
But never
on there.
a tangled mess.
No.
No.
And then this one is called A Tangled Moment.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Now, this one is interactive.
Huh?
It's
What does
interactive.
that mean? How does that
This
work?
is interactive. Absolutely. So very different as I throw it. Very different
interactive.
sentiments. So you just have another version of hello, hi, be kind, and then one moment in time. So to do that, I have to show you the tiles. So this is what it came from. Now, some of these are different. So this is how I design. I actually do the tiles. And these are actually Zentangle tiles. These are called 3Zs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So if you take them.
Oh, okay. So you just change them up and you can put them in all sorts of patterns. So the little Zentangles become big Zentangles, so to speak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, when you do that with these, This will fit. Now this is large. Okay. When you're putting these together, it is large in size. So people would look at that and say, well, wait a minute, that's for a 6x6 card. No, when you put these together, it will fit on an A2 card. For those people that like to do A2 size cards. But what you can also do.
This is like something that you could throw for kids to do, and they could have all sorts of fun making new. It's kind of like looking in a kaleidoscope.
That's exactly what it is. It's a kaleidoscope.
I got a point.
You can take these Zentangles and you can create your own kaleidoscope. And what you can do is find the center of each of your triangles and get a brad. And you'll be able on your card to turn and create your own kaleidoscope.
I can't take any more. I think I hit my limit. This is remarkable, and it's really fun. So those come out May 1st.
They are going to be released. I know I saw somebody say, really? May 1st? That's really long time. I know. I'm sorry. But this is the only sneak peek right here. So
that's pretty fun. Way to go, us. Very nice. That's exciting. That's very exciting. And again,
you can create a background with those too. Or you could stamp this 6 times and have the same thing. So
will you have
the possibilities on this are endless.
Will you have classes on your YouTube on these and examples and things like that?
That's what me and my team, which is my team of 1, which I got to give her
Max.
kudos. And that's Max, he's just like, yay, mommy, do this so I can continue to get my treats. So, and I just have to give a shout out to her. That's Biddy. So she is my team.
Great.
Creating
You're a
with it.
Powerful pair. Yeah.
Oh,
that's great.
The best cheerleader.
Well, everybody can go over to Included Thank You. Make sure you subscribe, and you'll get her. You'll get the updates from Desiree, and so that you don't miss anything, because those are pretty darn cool.
We are going to have, we're going to go live with it. I'll have lots of examples, and then there will be lots of videos coming in after that. And the same thing with Biddy. She'll be doing the same thing. So I'm really excited over that one.
I would be too. I'm
less pressure.
Really cool.
Putting that one together than the first one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're a pro now. You're a pro. You know what you're doing. Okay. Well, before everybody goes to bed, we better tell them how they can play and give away some stuff, because we've got a lot of stuff to give away.
And that is awesome.
We're going to let you relax just for a minute. Now that you've shown us, everybody's going to want... we got to get back to the show. That was quite a little peek. And we'll be back with you to say goodnight in just a few minutes, all right? Well done on your card and your explanation of your new products. Woo, baby, that's some fun stuff right there. I had no idea it was going to be that cool. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I'm enabling this, but that's some cool stuff right there. You're going to want to play too on this game, aren't you? Yes, I hope so. Please include those 4 parameters. Whatever they were, you can look them up. But you can just include those 4 parameters. Remember to explain how you used them. We love that part. You get to interpret how you want to do it. Send those in by Sunday night at midnight Central Time, I believe. And if you want more time and you want to give us an anniversary present, please become a patron, and you'll have till Thursday night for the next month. That's pretty fun stuff, isn't it? We would love to have you join us. Ann Butler from Bella Publications is going to be our guest next week. I'm looking forward to meeting her again. She is giving away a BellaCon 2024 ticket to people that are sending in cards this month, so that's pretty darn cool. And then we get to meet Tracy Phillips. Mindless Crafting, I believe, is her website. Sir Sire Anderson of Silliness will be joining us at the end of the month. Then we get to greet back our buddy Ardith and Carrie Rhodes as well. Carrie Rhodes, the one that has the dog that matches her carpet. We have all sorts of folks here. Join us every week. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss a minute. Hit that notification button as well. And if you haven't given us a thumbs up, we would really appreciate that. Thank you, our patrons. We do always want to thank you. Every single chance we get, we do give you a lot of extra content. There is a new... What was the new member show? We had a lot of fun with Rebecca Feltner, who is a process video maker for us. Not on her own. We just let people make process videos of them making their card or of their card and send that in, and we put it on the episode for the most part, and associated with the process video that they have for whatever episode. Like this one, if you want to make a process video or explain your card using those 4 parameters, most likely you'll be able to have that on the episode in under process videos. It's a cool thing. We give you content so that you can make content, and then that content can make more content. we have this content wheel of content going on. It's very fun. Fun, friends. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to the book review Zoom calls on the 3rd Thursday after In Review. I think that's going to be Tuesday. I think that's going to be very helpful. I need all the help I can get right now, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's that confetti. That means we're going to give away some stuff, and heaven help me, I get this one right. That's important. So, if you sent in one of those 449 cards last week, your name should be on this wheel. And it will be spinning and land somehow or other. It's all programmed to land randomly. And we're going to give you some stuff away. You don't have to worry if it lands on the line or anything, because the winner lights up. The first thing that we give away, always, we've done it for 4 years, is a Krog, a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with a nitty bitty gift. It goes all over the world. Congratulations to... I don't know. We'll see. Anybody want one? You want a Krog? We've got all sorts of wonderful gifts to give. I have this whole little corner full of things to mail out, and one little basket is itty bitty gifts. Chris, congratulations. Now, here's the deal. You need to let me know that you want these gifts that you get to that you win by going to craftroulette.live, which is our website, and it has a ton of information. But go to craftroulette.live. There is a claim prize form that will be going up after the spins. Make sure you use the email that you sent your card in so that we can verify that it was you. All right. A Craft Roulette goodie bag. This one has to stay in the United States.
Are we doing
please.
goodie bag and books? Or are we doing 2 books?
However you want to do it. We're going to do 2 books.
Let's do 2 books. So we'll spin twice for goodie bags, but those will be books. Sound good?
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. So book 1.
And these can go, it says can't ship internationally. We will ship these internationally.
It's only one time that we have our 4th anniversary after all.
And hold up that book to remind people.
It's buried under all my fancy paper. Fancy pants paper. Where'd it go?
And we'll just say this is the only time we're going to give these away. So you don't have to wait to see if you're going to win them.
A Craft Roulette Creative Companion goes to... You're going to love it, especially you folks that always write down the parameters and have it on Post-it notes and everything. Cheryl Jones. Oh, she'll be thrilled, I think. That would be my guess. And for book 2, I really do like mine. It's laminated. It's got a little pocket. It's got a Craft Roulette to-go bag list. Ha ha ha! How nice is that? Mary Slominski, congratulations. Let me make sure you send me a yes, I want it, and your address, because I don't know where to send it otherwise. Thank you, and congratulations for a Bellicon 2024 ticket.
Which is digital.
Which is digital, and this does not include the swag. But it's a $97 value, which is really good. I'm looking forward to meeting Anne next week. Anne has a online digital magazine too that you can look up. Ingrid Bennett. Woohoo! I think you're going to love it. Congratulations. I want to know what it's like. And for my favorite things, $50 gift certificate. Wow. Everybody wants to go shopping on somebody else's dime. I know I like giving away other people's stuff. Let's see who wins this. Do you see your name? Are you getting nervous? Oh my gosh, it would make me nervous. Cheryl J. Congratulations, Cheryl J. We look forward to talking to you and getting your information to my favorite things for a Trinity Stamp $30 gift certificate. Who's going to win that? And then we also have the Dust Bunnies to give away. The Dust Bunnies. I think that's just such a fun phenomenon. For a $30 gift certificate, it's going to Sweet Shelley Gilman. Oh, how nice. I like Shelley Gilman a lot.
Spinning in for Trinity?
Yeah, let's do it. Congratulations, Shelley. Now, who's going to get the Dust Bunny stamp set and die set? That coveted... Oh my gosh, everybody's wanted my stamp set for so long. I'm so glad somebody else is going to get it. I kind of lock it up at night. Some people tuck their bunnies in at night. I lock mine up. Marie Stewart. Congratulations, Marie Stewart. That is exciting. I'm glad for you. So for a Whimsy Stamp $25 gift certificate, it's going to go to... Isn't it fun having an anniversary party with a lot of gifts? And all you had to do was send in a card. I love that. Adrian Ruda. How fun for Adrian. We know Adrian. He is Vicky Ruda's other half, and I was talking about him earlier with Desiree.
Do we have a Pear Blossom?
We have a $50 voucher for Pear Blossom Press. Get your easy lights and the world's best foam tape too. It's good stuff. Gotta have all these things. Make crafting easier. Anyway, when Adrian, I think was that his first card or his second? He hasn't sent in many. He wore his sequin evening coat. He's a player, I'm telling you. Yasmina, congratulations. I'm excited for you. Make sure if you know these people and they're not here tonight, make sure you let them know that they won something. They need to let me know that they want these things, and I will get to them on Monday or shortly after. So, bravo. Well done. Congratulations all. Let's bring Desiree on to say goodnight. There she is. Oh my gosh. I cannot tell you how much you look like my sister-in-law. Have I ever told you that?
No.
Oh, you sound like her and you look like her. And when you first came on again, I went, Kathy. I'm surprised I don't call you Kathy.
Again, I would answer.
You probably would. It's just that Mary again. Well, thank you for a wonderful evening and sharing your talents and showing us your upcoming excitement. That was very special.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun. I think you definitely got some interest in those pretty kitties.
And some upset people because they have to wait till May. I'm sorry.
Well, they've had to wait about a year for their dust bunnies, so this is a piece of cake.
There you go. Yeah.
It'll go fast. It's only a month and a half away. Anything else that you have to share with us that's coming up, or that's enough?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, then let's go ahead and close this 4th anniversary show out. Thank you guys so much for being here, for being a part of our world for the last 4 years. I can't even imagine what it would be like without you. And you have enriched our lives greatly, and we so appreciate you. Okay, you know what we're going to do next? Kiss those nogs. That's the one. We've been doing it for 4 years. Thank you. This is a well-kissed nog right here. Thank you, Desiree. Thank you, Chatterbox, Mr. Producer. What a guy. We'll see you Tuesday for In Review, next Friday for Ann Butler as our guest. Good night, stay safe, and thank you so much. Good night.